Hello and welcome back to another Good Game Nation video where we bring you everything TCG. My name is Sam and I'm back here with another One Piece episode, and today is news. Yes, today is news. There's not a ton out there. We have a lot of new cards to cover, so we'll get into that. First, I want to mention limited battles. If you guys applied over the weekend or a couple weeks ago, check it out. Check up your Bandai Plus. I'll link it back down in the description. You should have heard back. There should be some news in your my event section. A couple of the ones I've heard back from has already responded to me. I'm waitlisted, unfortunately, but hopefully you guys had better luck. Let me know down in the description if you guys gotten any. We're expecting to cover limited battles, not this week, but the next week. Put in the comments down below what do you guys would like us to talk about. We're expecting to go through every color. We're going to talk about matchups, cards we think we should be playing, cards we think we shouldn't be playing, cards we should be wary of in other decks, things like that. If there's anything specific you want us to cover, let me know. We haven't fully planned it out yet, so we can definitely still work some stuff in. Let's get right into the cards, though. We're starting to see more of the archetypes get flushed out, which is really cool, very exciting. So let's get right into it. The first card today is going to be Toki. She is a 1-drop 0K. Her effect says if you control a Kazoki Oden character, this character gains blocker. She also has a 1,000 counter. This is the current translation. There's been a little bit of weird stuff early on, especially with the Momo. The Momo didn't originally say once per turn in the first translation, which was nuts. But this currently says Kazoki Oden character. If that's true, I don't think this character's card is very good. If it also means leader, this would make this a 1-drop blocker, which would be very nice for that deck. But at this moment, I would say no. Beji is still going to be better. But if it is a 1-drop blocker, very good, very strong. They'll probably start playing 4, I'd imagine, right off the bat. Hopefully that is the case. Next, we have our first of the Red Scabbards. We have Dog here that I'm expecting now we'll probably get a new version of all of them. Maybe in different forms just like this. We have Dog 1. When all of your Dawn is at rest, this character cannot leave the field by opposing effects. He's a 3-drop 4K with a plus 1,000 counter. This is on par with strength-wise with the rest of the Red Scabbard so far, but we have a new form, which is really cool, and I think this effect matches that really nicely. We've seen this effect before with Strike Luffy. It forces your opponent to trade with character cards or most likely their leader. He is a 4K, so he'll probably not be the easiest to defend, probably not worth defending, but this is the first of the Red Scabbards. There could be a synergizing effect maybe with Cat Viper or something else, or it could just be a Strike Luffy effect. Either way, it's very interesting. I don't know if it's in my mind, I don't know if he'll be played, but he's definitely interesting and he's definitely worth testing. I'm very excited to see more of the Red Scabbards and what this archetype is going to do. I believe that is the end of the green for right now. We're going to get into blue. Back with Water Discard. Wow. If you played Naruto, an older Bandai game a while back, especially towards the end, their blue also had a blue discard archetype. It was a lot of fun. You could play characters and you can use event cards from their discard effectively. It was really cool, and it seems like they're bringing a lot of that archetype over to this game right now. Boa Hancock. On attack, draw 1 card and discard 1 card. After that, you may discard up to 3 cards from your hand. She is a 4-drop 5K with a plus 1,000 counter. So far, blue did not have a way to activate Avank's effect, which says at the beginning of your turn, if you have no cards in your hand, draw 2. So you would draw 2 and then draw 1 for your draw step, so you'd have 3 cards every turn. There was nothing really to activate it. It was always discard 1, discard 1, discard 1. But we have a discard 3 here. Boa basically activates it by herself, and it's a reusable effect if she's not killed. Being able to draw a card and discard a card, you're seeing more cards, and you're activating a Bonk as well. Really cool. It fits the archetype really well. I definitely can see this card being played at high counts because so far this is the only one that does this. Very good for that aspiring deck. And we have an event card here for it as well. It is Gomu no Rain. It is a counter discard 1 card. Up to one of your leader or characters gains 3,000 power during this battle. Return up to 1 trigger effect. Return up to 1, cost 2 or less character to its owner hand. Cool trigger effect. It also costs 0. So this is really cool, not just for Ivanka, I think. Obviously, it's discard a card, which is helpful to the archetype, and they'll definitely play it. But just for blue in general, not having a Dawn open will usually bait your opponent into maybe overcommitting a little bit. But now with this card in existence, your opponent has to keep it in mind that maybe they have this. They're tapped out, and maybe they're trying to bait me. It's a little bit of extra mind games. I think this is playable in all blue decks, especially blue-purple Crocodile. It's probably one of the hardest things is keeping Dawn open to use his leader effect, and when your opponent sees that, they're a little hesitant. But now we have a card that costs 0, and it's very effective. Crocodile's going to love this. He's going to love this. Very exciting for that deck. And we're getting back into Navy. This is the one that blew up my Twitter. I knew all about this one the second he was dropped. He is gorgeous. This Kazar art is amazing. And then they dropped, seconds later, the alt art. He's doing his Jewel Attack S tier art. It looks gorgeous. The first of the admirals we're seeing here. And his effect says, he is a... On your opponent's turn, this character cannot be KO'd by effects, and it gains 1,000 power. He is a blocker, a 4-drop 5k, and he has plus 1,000 counter on top of that. He is bonkers, I'm going to be honest. The trend for black so far has been powerful. Usually the 4-drop 6k has no effect, but effectively on your opponent's turn, he is a 4-drop 6k that can be killed by effects, so they have to pump and go into him. He also has the Strike Luffy effect as well, which is crazy. And then blocker on top of that. I'm wondering what the archetype's going to look like. Considering how strong these cards are, you might be just playable just to play strong character cards and just out-trade your opponent. Yes, the killing character effects with Akainu is pretty cool, but so far the synergy has been interesting, and cards don't necessarily are agreeing with that archetype, so there might be another one in there, and this guy's going to fit just in the smack middle of it and be effective because of how good and how strong he is. Definitely a very strong card, great artwork, S tier. This is one of my favorite cards so far. And we're into a promo. This is coming out with a Jump magazine 11/4 Sakyo Jump, so put that in your calendar, December issue. I have the effect over here as well. His name is Frankie Shogun. Pretty cool. It says this character name is also treated as Frankie. And on your opponent's turn, all of your characters with an original power of 3 or less gain 1,000 power. He is a 2-drop 4k. So he has the same strength as a vanilla, which is pretty cool. If it's set on your attacking side, this would have been a really cool combo with Zoro. Zoro would be able to make, and with the power of this Frankie, they'd be able to make a lot of attackers out of character cards you wouldn't imagine. That would be pretty cool. But if it's on the defensive side, if their starting power was 3k, now it's probably 4. Still very easy to trade into. So I don't know the immediate strength of this card. However, I will say that the Dodon they released also says search small character cards, so there could be a red weenie archetype slowly breeding, and it's a very universal effect, so any cards that get dropped later on that are in this realm will get pumped by this Frankie, so it's definitely a card to bookmark maybe for a later day. Yeah, pretty cool. And then, yes, they released this officially. You can pre-order this now. You're seeing this on the 18th. Or, sorry, nope, the 17th. You're seeing this now. It is available. 11. I post this at 8. You guys should be able to order it. Check it out. All these promos are just all arts of cards we already seen. But they're really attractive. So if you are a collector, this is definitely for you. Me, myself, I really want that Zoro. I like the idea of playing this art. It's beautiful. Yes, yes. More of it. That's the casing. It looks so nice. No. And we're back to the cards. Yes. And we're back to the other archetype of green. We're seeing Straw Hat / Film. I'm guessing this is where all the Straw Hats are going to be, considering they weren't in the Impel Down arc. So we're going to see them in this Film archetype. And they are good. Brooke here is a on play. Play up to 1 cost 3 or less Film or Straw character from your hand. Brooke is a 4-drop 5k with a plus 1,000 counter. I thought Film was going to be a promo exclusive archetype, so that's why I kind of written Shanks off. But if we're going to see more film cards, we might have to bring him out of that vault. And I think all the Law players, when they saw this card, are foaming at the mouth. He is going to unlock a lot of those combos for us. And a lot of the Straw Hats have some on-play effects as well. You can drop the Nami on this effect and then search the top 5. You can play the Brook with the 2000 combo and attach two tapped on to a leader or character card. A lot of little cool combos locked with this Brook. Law players are definitely going to be running this guy at a high count. I'd imagine 3 or 4. Easy. Very strong card. And we have, I wasn't expecting this guy. I don't think anyone really was. But it's nice to have him here. We have Kyoti Rosante here. He is a blocker. Remember, Black is starting a whole set back, so they're going to need a little extra help. They got a blocker from the starter deck, but they're getting another one here. They need this, and it's a cool card to choose as a blocker. Great art, and it's nice to have him finally in the game. Boom, and we have more film cards here. We have a Law. He has an activate main, cost 1, return this character's owner hand, play up to 1 cost 3 character from your hand. Again, Law players are probably seeing this and seeing potential combos. They're already working it out in their head. I know they are. The only difference between this card is it doesn't have Supernova. It's Film Super Rookie Heart Pirate, currently in the translation. So if he doesn't have Supernova, he's not retrievable with Bonnie, which I think hurts his value. That is a signature for the deck. Everything is searchable. So I think this slightly hurts this. However, being able to play hypothetically a Zoro, or if you're still playing Sanji as well, having another Rush come out of nowhere could be exciting. So this card's definitely on the radar, I think. Pretty cool card. Yeah, definitely. And then the meat of the video, this is probably why you're here. It's probably on the thumbnail. We have Impel Down Luffy. I was kind of surprised. I was expecting him to be red. I don't know why. I should have known when I saw Buggy and Mr. 2 and Bonclay, and Mr. 3 and Bonclay, that they were going to be blue. Considering all the rest of the Strats are going to be green, I'm guessing. But we have this, and then they dropped the alt art as well. It is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe how beautiful this card turned out. Ace in the background. Ace is probably going to be red, considering all the Wipe Your parts are going to be red. But it is absolutely gorgeous. Luffy is an on play when attacks. So when you play him and when he attacks, this effect activates. Discard 2 cards, return up to 1 cost, 4 or less character to his owner hand. After that, this character gains double attack. Holy moly. So this is probably the first card that is very playable with double attack. Yes, the Yamato is strong. Yes, the promo kit is strong. But we're getting double attack in a new color. And this is the heart and soul of the Evank archetype. This is their super rare. This is their money maker. This is the card that's absolutely going to win you the game. You're able to bounce not only your opponent's stuff, but you can also bounce your own stuff. There could be reasons for it, but keep that in mind. That's also an option. If you're a blue player, you're already aware of that mindset. Yeah, this card is absolutely filthy. 6 drop 7k. He's the strongest card in this archetype so far. He's searchable. He is definitely going to be a force. Look out for this guy in the Evank deck. It's going to be a lot of fun to play. And I believe that's it. That is it for all the cards. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, what was your favorite? Are you excited about the blue archetype, the new Law archetype? Which one is exciting to you? Which card are you excited to see? I'm hoping we get Warlords. I don't know where they're going to fall. Maybe they're going to be black because they're marine sides. I don't know what purple's doing. So I guess we're going to know more hopefully soon. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.